One, two, one, two. Hey, yo, B, what's going on, everybody out there? Mr. Sandman sounding back in real quick. I hope I'm sounding cool, crisp, so fresh, so clean, all that shit, and welcome to episode 49 of the Council Roundtable, where we talk about the old fashioned wrestling. Let y'all know what's happening. Man, it is a shit ton of news this week. We definitely gonna get into it. Man, but before we get into it, you know what I'm saying, gotta let it marinate and all that. You see the title about this dude, you know, it's a madhouse, I tell you. It's a madhouse when it comes to AEW backstage. We're gonna talk about all that. But, first and foremost, like I was telling you from before, I wanna basically do like history and wrestling, when I start off the show to get the show warmed up, and I guess you could say kill a little time so more people could come through and join in the conversation on the round table. You know what I'm saying? And then not only that, it's informative. You know what I'm saying? I'm informing y'all motherfuckers of some shit. I'm dropping jewels and all that. But anyways, in 1990, on this day in history of wrestling, the old-fashioned wrestling, SummerSlam was held in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The Texas Tornado won his first IC championship, pinning Mr. Perfect at the first match of the advertised two-part main event. Saw Hulk Hogan win via against Earthquake in a very decent match for both of them. We all remember that time. This dude, Earthquake, was on the verge of killing Hulkamania, what may have you. First it was King Kong Bundy, then it was Earthquake, but the Ultimate Warrior retained the WWE Championship against Ravishing Rick Rude in the cage match. In 1995, Triple H, then known as Hunter Hearst Helmsley, made his in-ring pay-per-view debut at SummerSlam on this date, in which he pinned Bob Holly following a pedigree. On the same show, Man Under the Cane Mask, Glenn Jacobs also made his debut, albeit it as a demonic dentist called Isaac Gankum. DDS. For those out there, for y'all young motherfuckers that don't know, yeah, this dude Kane was a dentist at first. I see you, Scott. Give me 1 second. In the year 2000, which was my personal favorite year when it comes to WWF, I think 2000. I don't think we always talk about the Attitude Era and stuff like that, but when it comes to 2000, I think wrestling, mainly WWE, WWF, was nuclear hot at that time. Especially when it came to like storylines, like everything was just clicking around 2000. But anyways, that's when he also had the first ever TLC match that took place at SummerSlam, of course, this year, which was a triple threat, tag team match. Edge and Christian defeated the Hardy Boys and the Dudley Boys to retain the tag team belts in that historic match. You know they set the trend for that shit. You already know they set the trend for that. Man, those are the fucking days. I remember WrestleMania 2000. That was one of my favorite WrestleManias too. And Like I also want to talk about today's birthdays. I want to bring that into the fold also when it comes to the show. You have Sergeant Slaughter, which was born in 1948. You have the Great Khali, which was born in 1972. And you got one of the original hardcore bad bitches. She used to call herself a bitch too, so it's not derogatory. She used to call herself a bitch. Jazz. Jazz birthday is today. Shouts go out to her. That was my bishop before. And, happy birthday to Slaughter, Kali, and Jazz. Let me drop this link real quick. Let's get this fucking show started. Y'all already see the title? Oh man. Yeah, I see the damn my internet acting up. Like, oh man, I just can't wait to relocate because internet over here loves to hate. But yeah, man, Tony Khan is having a long week. Tony Khan's having a long week, B. How I'm sounding?
Yeah, so my
That's a good man.
my favorite year was my favorite year was 2001 when Paul Heyman was the main booker for SmackDown. SmackDown was on fire after the
Yeah,
invasion,
yeah,
and
yeah.
and he had RVD, he had Jeff Hardy, he had Kurt Angle, he had all
Hmm.
those top guys that wasn't injured and wasn't going through their med problem.
Right, right, right. Was in Kurt Angle there also? No, I think we lost Scott because he's
W was
outside.
so
So you had
AEW.
broke up, Scott. You gotta go back.
Oh yeah. So what I said was AEW is so unprofessional. Tony Khan can't handle the pressure. He can't even control the people backstage. You got Kofi Kingston smacking Sammy Guevara. I'm not surprised.
Not Kofi Kingston. It's
I
Eddie
mean
Kingston.
Eddie
You got,
Kingston.
you got people thinking like, oh wow, what did we
Hey,
miss?
hey, I can see Kofi smacking the shit out of Sammy Guevara too, man. Then you got CM Punk, who basically is want to take his ball and go home because that fuck shit ending right
And
there.
when I first seen that, I was like, what? And it's not like a good what, like because you like you put all this time and invested all this time on this build up.
You did all this
First
shit
thing,
to put the
you,
title on
you,
him.
you know what it is? Well, that's definitely the first strike. The second strike is we should have known when they put the match in the middle of the card. We should have known, yeah, this is gonna be some fuck shit. We should have known better. Like you know damn well he was gonna have them fight for like what 40 minutes. That wasn't gonna happen. So when that match was in the middle of the card or the middle of the night, what may have you, I didn't.
Damn,
Well, I didn't expect that.
at least give him 12 minutes, have him surprise or something.
Yo, CM Punk looked like the Brooklyn Brawler that night.
5 fucking minutes. And you mean to tell me
No,
again?
that was less than 5 minutes.
I don't
It
know.
had to be
Again,
less than 5 minutes. Like for most of the time, all he was doing was standing there like, I am mad at you. And then they did the little tussle. CM Punk did the spin kick and broke his ankle that's made out of crackers.
this shit wasn't broke, man. He's acting like a bitch, man. He he talking about he wanted to walk out because of the Cabana situation. Who the fuck is worried about Cabana? He ain't never did nothing in his fucking career. Coca Cabana. Oh
And
man.
then this whole thing with everybody fighting backstage. You got your women, Maverick, your women champion hiding in the bathroom.
Yeah, what's up with the Thunder Rosa situation?
Yeah,
She's
people are saying
sandbagging.
that. Yeah, people are saying that. She was hiding in the bathroom. Matter of fact, she went into the bathroom to not escalate the situation. Huh?
Yo, have you noticed
How does
anytime?
that? How does that make no? How does that make any sense?
I don't know. It doesn't make no sense. But what I
Yo,
find
I'm
even
gonna go in the bathroom and hide now to escalate the situation that I started.
it's stupid. What really don't make sense is what's up with everybody taking shots at each other? When there was beef in the WWE, you didn't hear about that shit. You didn't hear about Kurt Angle stepping up to, let's say, Undertaker or
Right.
backstage heat. They just they get in the middle of the ring and said, "Oh, I'm just gonna say whatever the fuck I want to say," and that's why Tony Khan had that damn meeting. I
Hold
guess
on.
he said,
And my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. That was my bad for that banner, y'all. Like I forgot to switch the banner. We are currently live right now. That's my
"We
bad.
we are live Friday
Live.
night, Friday night round table."
Hey, Friday night roundtable. There we go. But
Hey,
go ahead.
hey, trademark that. Um, yeah, like okay, Thunder Rosa turns in the title. Then Britt Baker gets on stage and just pretty much say some fuck shit. I'm like, look, I get it. This might be a work, but damn, y'all take that shit way too personal.
Here's the thing. Also, that's twice. First CM Punk and now Britt Baker. Like,
No, that's three times. Remember, first, I was looking at Jim Cornette's podcast. The,
mhm.
um, Adam Page did it first to CM Punk, and then CM Punk did it a couple of months later, and now Britt
so,
Baker.
so when was this podcast?
Oh man, you gotta. It's all like it's never live, or I miss it, or you have to do is just look at the Jim Cornette and put CM Punk, Hangman Adam Page.
Okay, yeah, because I was asking from before, what was the point of this dude randomly bringing up Adam Hangman Page? It's still random though. Like, damn, my dude, that was like 5 months ago.
But to
But
me,
let's
it
neither
seems
here
like
nor there. Hold on,
to
let's
me it
let's
seems like
let's see
CM
what's up
Punk
with
has a
Toph
problem.
real quick. Let's see what's up. Let's be respectful.
Oh,
Toph is up here. What's going on, my guy?
Chilling, just watching Rampage. A long day. What you guys up to?
Talking
trying to
about
figure
that
out the
old fashioned
fuckery
wrestling.
and the AEW beef.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. And
Hey,
oh man, it's a
yeah,
lot.
speak.
We got, isn't it, yo? We got so much angles to attack this whole debacle. But go
Hey,
ahead. So
speaking of beef, shout outs to Vince and his side piece who looks like Stephanie.
I saw
yo,
that
man.
hanging out with John Cena. John Cena's the OG. He's like, I got you, Vince.
Well, of course they're gonna show up for his birthday, and that's what I meant to mention also because I did talk about it's Greg Khali birthday, it's Jazz birthday, it was also Vince McMahon birthday. So what was it yesterday, 2 days ago?
I think it was
I,
yesterday.
I know. Oh, let me get this out my system, R. I'll tell you one thing. Bailey better cut it out before I have them dogs sitting down south and she really get that ding dong.
Oh, I didn't see SmackDown. What happened on SmackDown today? She was on SmackDown today, tonight,
Oh,
whatever.
she's terrorizing Michael Cole every opportunity she
Yo,
gets.
I'm telling you, she wanna put the strap on and smash Michael Cole.
She's like, Michael Cole, ding dong. I'm like, what the fuck is this ding dong shit?
Hasn't
Yeah,
Michael Cole hasn't
she wanna
Michael
give
Cole
Michael
been through
Cole the
enough?
ding dong.
I think Cole's been through enough. He's still recovering from that Heidenreich rape, whatever the fuck that was.
Oh, God.
Hide and rape. Who said that? Who said that from before? Hide and rape.
I think that was me.
that was a straight up Oz sequence. That's what that was.
Man,
Okay, I know
YouTube
y'all see
ate
the
it up.
title. Okay. You know we gotta attack the elephant in the room when it comes to this whole Guevara and Eddie Kingston, or what Scott said, Kofi Kingston situation. Man, number one, right? My dude, why Eddie Kingston, why you acting like a prima donna when somebody calls you fat? And it's like,
Exactly.
what? I'm bugging out, and he
He
kept
looked
saying,
like he ate a couple pizzas.
he don't even, come on, let's really be real. He
He
don't
don't
really
go to
look
the
that fat.
gym.
He look like a normal, he's just like a normal dude. He's not like on some Coco Beware, Yokozuna type, flabby, crazy.
No.
He's not like that.
Eddie Kingston
But
looked bad because even Mick Foley was fat, but Mick Foley had talent. He had charisma. He was a good worker. So they overlooked him being fat. Eddie Kingston, come to find out, Eddie Kingston's not even Hispanic. He tries to act Hispanic. He's more of a white boy trying to be hard. He's out of shape. His matches are not believable.
Bro,
So yeah,
whoa. Hold on. I could
he got
have
Joe.
sworn no. Forget all that. I could have sworn you were on this show a few months ago saying that you wanted Eddie to be the AEW champion. Wasn't
I
that you?
did. That don't mean he a good wrestler, but let's think about it. You want to get some ratings and get the fans to act a damn fool. You go at somebody who was hot at the time. Eddie Kingston's not hot no more. He fizzled out.
What are you talking about? He's not hot no more. He still
No,
gets
no,
one of a lot of pops every week.
nah, but it was nothing like the it was nothing like the CM Punk and Eddie Kingston semi off the hip promo. That wasn't scripted. That was just straight savagery.
I don't know, man. I'm not a
And
sports center guy.
What?
But, I'm not a sports center guy, but you kind of sounded like you bandwagon a little bit because you
no, I'm
was
not
all over
bandwagon.
Eddie.
No, I like Eddie Kingston.
Yo,
As
you
a
was capable for
talker.
you was capable for him hard, yo. You
No,
was.
I said give him a title. It will be a nice feel good story. He needs to elevate him, make him feel a little more important. But then they had him doing this stupid battle with BBC, whatever the hell you call them, Blackpool Combat Club.
He's
Come
not
on,
beefing with them. He's beefing with
no, he was teaming with them, but that's like, dude,
yeah.
have him win some singles matches, not these damn tornado matches that he's in every other week.
Well, here's the thing. Like I said from before, Tony Khan has way too much people on the roster. So it could be anybody in a tornado, trios, match, whatever. It's too much people. And I knew they was gonna have a problem with this shit. Now, my main thing with AEW is that I love the action. The action is on point. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody can say nothing about that. Is that like I said, there's so much people on the roster. There's way too many belts. There's no direction. What is AEW? Who, other than the wrestling marks, who are they trying to appeal to? Because if you only want to appeal to the wrestling marks, y'all might as well be on YouTube.
But they're not trying to appeal to the wrestling marks. Mainly, what they
You could
doing
have
is just
fooled me.
no. What they doing is they just trying to throw shots at WWE. Like they always saying something petty about WWE, and not once
You're right.
WWE ever mentioned AEW.
Yes, they did.
They like, well,
They would.
once.
They will be. They will be on the low with it though. They're not going to
They
be
on the
blatant
low.
with it.
They've mentioned AEW several times, bro.
Yeah, they sure did.
Yeah, but AEW sound like a how can I say it? a girlfriend that broke up with you and she's still mad seven
You
months
just
later.
perfectly described Cody, which is why he was a bitch for what he did. But that's another story.
No,
Wait a minute, Cody.
no. Talk your mind.
Yeah, I want to know this
Go
one.
ahead. What you talking about?
Well, I mean, half the fuck WWE shit that was Cody. Then he just went on back. So if anybody was a disgruntled bitter ex, it was him. But it's
No,
whatever.
here's the thing. Cody just demanded a release because he said he did not want to be Stardust. So he left, became a big star. It wasn't like WWE was trying to sign him. AEW offered him an executive position. Now he did do some petty shit with the throne, and he hit it with a sledgehammer.
Yeah. Can't forget that.
But that's funny. I bet Triple H got a little kick out of it. Come on, Triple H has done worse.
Yeah. Speaking of that, I remember I was watching Old School Raw. This is when DX. Matter of fact, this when Triple H was the leader of DX, and there was this segment where this dude, all of a sudden, Triple H is a professional pilot fighter, or whatever, or jet fighter, and he jumps in the fucking jet. He sees what's the name of that arena that WCW used to always be in?
You got that so messed up. He wasn't a jet
What show are
fighter.
you talking about?
He was.
He hopped in a military jeep.
No, he
hopped in a jeep, and him and DX try to go inside a live.
I'm not talking about that segment. I'm not talking about. It's a segment where he jumps in a jet and he blows up one of the WCW arenas. I swear to God that happened. I was just watching this the other day because remember I told you that me and my lady we playing catch up with the whole Monday Night Wars.
You lost me, or that must be that Kansas City push you smoking.
My dude, why would I say that if I'm capping? I'm not gonna cap about that.
I don't know, but I'm just saying it might be that Kansas City kush you smoking.
Shut up! What the fuck are you talking about? I know what I'm talking about. The motherfuckers was on an airstrip. DX was on the airstrip, and this dude Triple H had jumped in a jet, and he was flying. I swear to God, and he was flying a jet. He was flying the jet, and he blew up one of the fucking venues that WCW was in.
Well, that gotta be some hell of a CGI because I damn sure ain't see it.
Yo, I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna show you.
All right, so back to the subject and matter. So,
go ahead. My bad about that. Go ahead.
Let's figure out this AEW beef. Like how it seemed like they have a lot of damage control. Their backs up against the wall, and they don't know what to do.
They don't have no damage control at all.
No damage control. It's like the Wild Wild West. Everybody just do whatever the hell they want. Oh, now I do give credit for Tony Khan. He is punishing people.
Right.
Suspension.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. He punished Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston already did his suspension. But goddamn, Dave Meltzer needs to shut the hell up. He blurts out every goddamn thing. You're bringing more heat. No, he the one that reported that nonsense. Like, dude, you bringing more heat, bad publicity to AEW. This is wrestling. Nobody's gonna get along. Hell, there was times who was it? Ravishing Rick Rude stomped somebody out in a locker room. That shit didn't go out to the news. Come on now.
Well, here's the other thing. These motherfuckers out here snitching. From before, it wasn't like that. What happened in the locker room stayed in the locker room. But
that's that new soft generation.
Right. Sammy Guevara was a snitch. I'm sorry. Yeah. Eddie Kingston was on some bitch shit too. They was both on some bitch shit.
And what is up with these wrestlers They every time you say something about them, they're in their feelings. They can't handle it. I was just talking about
That's
this
what I'm
weeks
saying.
ago.
Like this is talking about. Oh, you can't call me fat. You can't call me fat, motherfucker. You're fat. Nigga, come on, you're fat, motherfucker.
New Jack was called the N-word when he was with Smoky Mountain Wrestling.
And he brushed that shit off. Like he just wanted to make sure he didn't get murdered.
And he came back to the show later with a baby tied up to a noose.
You're talking about.
New
Oh, you
Jack.
can't call me fat. I am genuinely shocked at this dude Eddie Kingston. Out of all people, you would think like, come on, Eddie Kingston ain't gonna trip off no shit like that. Like, have you ever seen them trip over some shit like that?
Maybe there was something more to said than just fat. It probably was some old other disrespectful stuff. But
Or
for the
maybe,
PR to cover it up, they just said fat.
or maybe it's a constant disrespect, and this dude, Eddie Kingston, he probably just got tired of the bullshit.
Yeah.
Because think of it like this, right? Think of it like this. There is a lot of youngins in the locker room, backstage room. They have you. They probably look at Eddie Kingston. They be snickering, or they be with their friends in their own little circle, huddling like, "Oh, look at this dude! Oh, he's a bum." And either here no day, maybe I'm bugging, but maybe he feels that way. Maybe he feels that people is talking shit about him behind his back. Mind can be playing tricks on him. And that one day or that one night, he just snapped and was like, you know what? I'm tired of y'all motherfuckers sticking on pussy.
Yo, that might be true. I also look at Sammy Guevara as a immature Randy Orton times 10.
Yeah. Because think of it. Yeah. Sammy Guevara, other than him snitching or whatever, he's still in the mix of something again. Why is he always a common denominator when it comes to instances? Think of it.
I don't know.
If not half the time, most of the time, AEW is in the news. Who's in the middle of that shit?
Oh, I don't know, because Darby Allin said, "Hold my beer." You see what this dumbass was doing on his off time?
Yo, so where you at?
I'm listening to you guys.
All right, you heard what I asked?
Yeah. Yeah, Sammy gets in trouble. I just think I ain't trying to be disrespectful to you, Scotty, or anybody. Man,
Just motherfucker. Like, we're not Eddie Kingston. Say what the fuck you want to say. This is a round table. We're not pussies up here. Talk.
Eddie Kingston is fat.
All this shit, man. All this shit is a fucking nothing story. All I gotta say is, man, a lot of wrestling fans,
motherfucker. Like, don't ever be ashamed to say anything. And that goes to all of y'all motherfuckers. Talk.
Well,
it's free speech here. Talk. Say what the fuck you feel.
All I gotta say, man, is this whole shit is just fucking stupid. All of it. Just this whole topic is just dumb to me. Because for the longest time, wrestling fans, this is I'm not saying you two in particular, but like this is what wrestling fans wanted. This is what wrestling fans wanted. Y'all said that y'all wanted wrestling to be cool again. Y'all said y'all wanted wrestling to be hot again. Y'all said that y'all want to go back to the Attitude Era. You want to go back to the ruthless aggression. Motherfuckers said they wanted wrestling to be cool again, right? This is the shit that happened every single week. In the 90s, this is what happened. And everyone's talking like this Eddie Sammy thing. People are just on Twitter making a big deal about it. Okay, so where were you motherfuckers when Taker said he was going to beat the fuck out of Shawn if he didn't do the business to Austin at WrestleMania 14? Like, fucking Shawn got beat up every week. Matter of fact, Shawn never dropped the fucking belt. Remember, he was the Intercontinental Champion. He got beat up by like 5 military dudes at a bar or some shit like that. And then he showed up on Raw. He showed up on Raw talking about, I got a leg injury. Fucking pussy. No, you didn't. He didn't want to do the job. And then he was the tag team champions with Diesel. They had all the belts. Diesel was the world champ. Shawn was Intercontinental champ. They were the tag champs, and he got into another fight, and he dropped it. I mean, this shit happened all the time.
No, I
You
never
know?
thought of that.
Yeah, it happened. Stuff like this happened all the time. It's
Yeah,
just back then.
how much times did Shawn Michaels basically get somebody over to beat him for the
The only
belt other
time
than Triple H or Razor Ramon?
Sean only dropped the belt twice. He dropped the belt to Sid at Survivor Series '96, and he dropped the belt begrudgingly to Stone Cold at WrestleMania 14, only because Taker threatened to beat the fuck out of him if he didn't do it.
I remember
Every
that. I remember
single
that.
other title that Sean ever won, the Intercontinental title, the tag title, he never lost. Remember, he used to say in his promos, "The Heartbreak Kid lays down
Never,
for nobody."
nobody.
That wasn't just him fucking around. That was a shoot because he wasn't losing to anybody. Fucking what was it? Brett. Remember, Brett went in the back. Brett was like, "Hey, Sean, I know we got some issues, but I just want you to know that I wouldn't have an issue putting you over." And Sean's like, "I appreciate that, but I wouldn't do the same for you." What did Brett do? He fucking sucker punched them and he knocked them the fuck out. And what did Sean do? Sean was like, "I want to quit." He cried like a little pussy. He was in his locker room. Anyway, the whole point is this shit happened every week. Every week, and now here we are. We're getting it in AEW, and everyone's just acting like the fucking sky's falling. Like, I guess what I'm trying to say is just when I go on social media, when I go on Twitter, when I go on YouTube, I just see all these people bitching and moaning. It's like, man, y'all niggas would not last a fucking day in the Monday Night War. You wouldn't. This happen every week. It's happened every week. The only difference is now we have Twitter, we have Discord, we have Reddit, and so it's like now we have social media is so powerful. That's like if somebody fucking farts, we know about it. Whereas back
Hmm.
then we didn't know anything. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe
Yeah,
kayfabe fucking killed it.
we're overexposed.
Yeah, I
What?
guess.
Well, it was always reported, but what they used to report it was these wrestling blogs, and it stayed within the wrestling community. Not
Yeah,
today. Everything is a goddamn Twitter, and it's just like rappers. Back in the day, if you had beef with somebody, that rapper would come see you at the studio or catch you in the club or go to your neighborhood. Like Redman said something disrespectful about MC Hammer's mother, and MC Hammer came up to him. He was like,
Yeah, I
"Yo,
remember that. I remember
you're a nice,
that.
you're a
yeah.
nice do it all, but don't fucking mention my mother's name ever again." And MC Hammer had a reputation like, yo, for him to be doing all that corny, baggy pants shit, he fucked your ass up because you keep forgetting he came from Oakland,
Yeah,
California.
yeah, yeah. He grew up in
And
Oakland. Like
MC Hammer
shit.
was about that life. Now, today's rappers, I never heard of beefing with each other by typing on Twitter. It does not make
Yeah,
no sense.
that's Freddie Gibbs and Benny the Butcher. That's
Yeah,
But anyways,
Sean Waltman, aka X-Pac, aka 123 Kid, aka the Kid. So many names. He said that back in the day, what happened
Cyclone
was
Kid.
right. He said that what happened back then, and and he was everywhere. He was in ECW, he was in WCW, and he was in WWF, so he would know. He said that all the boys back then, they all read the sheets, but you would get heat if you were caught reading the sheets. And so he said what everybody would do is that they would go in the restroom or like in the, the little private stalls, or they would just go in their car. So he would always say if somebody was in the restroom for a long time or if somebody was in their car for a long time, he said they was either, smoking weed, getting laid, or reading the sheets. And if you got caught reading the sheets, you would get, punished. And then Meltzer, this is the crazy part too. This is what a lot of fans today don't know. Meltzer was this is crazy. Meltzer he was in good with Vince. Like Vince used to have like weekly meetings with Meltzer. Like he used to invite Meltzer over to HQ and shit. That was how Vince knew who was making the jump. It's funny the allegations. Pat Patterson's gone now, but the Young Boy scandal. When they were accusing WWF of all the shenanigans going there. If you look up on YouTube the Vince McMahon interview, I forgot like what talk show he was on. It was like Vince and a few other WWF officials, and it was people who were accusing WWE of the sexual allegations. Vince was on stage sitting next to Meltzer. It was like 1992 or like 93. So Dave and Meltzer, I said Meltzer and Vince were really close, and then I think it was right when the company went corporate. Once they became like PG, that was when he kind of cut. Meltzer off, so they don't really talk anymore. But yeah. Anyway, I'm ranting, but yeah, man, this shit's nothing new, bro. This shit's nothing new. As far as Sammy Guevara is concerned, because y'all were talking about Sammy. Like Scotty said, I see Sammy in the same light that I see Shawn Michaels or Edge or Randy Orton. He's a young, up and coming guy with lots of potential, but he's got a shitty attitude. The difference, though, is that guys like Edge and Randy Orton and Shawn Michaels, there is always kind of like a person to keep them on the straight and narrow. Like for Shawn, it was Triple H. For Orton, it was Triple H. For Edge, I think Edge just grew up, but it was like there is always someone to keep him on the straight and narrow, to keep him from fucking up. I don't think Sammy has that person. I think Sammy's just sort of just going wild, That's how I see it anyway.
Triple H used to have to babysit Shawn Michaels, and then Shawn Michaels said something stupid. When he hurt his back the second time, he said something stupid to Triple H, and Triple H was like, "All right, I'm done with you," and they didn't talk for 8 years.
Damn, who? Wait, what? Shawn? With Triple H and Shawn Michaels?
Yeah. Because remember,
I don't know about that. They didn't talk for 8 years.
No. It wasn't 8 years. It was like about a year and a half. I know.
Yeah, like come on, my dude. 8 years, like that math is completely off.
No, I kid you not. There is a WWE.
It's off, my dude. Like, what do you mean? Like, because you gotta think of it like this, right? How would Triple H and Shawn Michaels not talk to each other for 8 years? When all right, say for instance, when Shawn Michaels had got injured, he wasn't gone for 8 years.
Yes, he was gone for when he get injured, 19.
No, what you're talking about? I know what you're talking about.
No, 5 years. Yeah.
Scott is referring to it's never talked about. It's actually one of the few negative incidences in WWE that's like, it's never talked about or acknowledged. I think there's like one DVD that does. It was actually the last Nitro, the Nitro, when they were doing the simulcast of Raw and Nitro at the same time, the very last Nitro, right before Mania 17.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was revolutionary.
Right. Allegedly, Shawn was wasted, and he was backstage that night. He was wasted, and he was just acting a fool. And he was so bad that, like, even Vince was tired of him. That's the story. And so Vince just told him to go home, and everybody was like, yeah, go home. Like, nobody was fucking with him. And Shawn was upset that Triple H didn't stand up for him because Triple H was there, and then Triple H was pretty much like, dude, fuck off. And Shawn was like, no, fuck me, no, fuck you. And then that was it. And basically from that point, like, Shawn was essentially fired because he was retired at that point. And, so this was after WCW. This is the night WCW died. And so the rest of 2001 went by. And that's when Shawn's future wife, the Nitro girl, took him to church. And, he found God and got his shit together. And then at some point, Kevin Nash called him, and he caught up with Nash, and he was like, "Hey, when's the last time you spoke to Hunter?"
You mean he found God, started killing animals?
Right. No animal killing.
Right. So then Nash was like, "When's the last time you talked to Hunter?"
That's what he did, though. Well, go ahead.
He was like, "I haven't talked to Hunter in a while," so But yeah, they never talk about that.
Yeah.
Yo,
anyway,
this dude, like, yo, oh man. I think this, right? I'm actually shocked that they got over 1 million AEW with that Dynamite. They had got over 1 million, which is shocking, but at the same time, it's not because they built that shit up. And next week, they're going to suffer the consequences of that letdown. Because who knows what casual fans came back to the product and thought, like, okay, they built this shit up, CM Punk, he's back and yada, yada, yada. There's still casual fans out there that didn't even know CM Punk came back or even was the champion. And I know that for a fact. I really think they really hurt themselves with that shit. Now, going back to what you said, Toe, just do CM Punk being injured, or still injured. I agree. I think that this dude Tony Khan just wanted to bust his load real quick because he felt the pressure from Triple H kicking his chest in. So he was like, you know what? Let me pop a Ray in and try to get this dude CM Punk to come back ASAP. Because right now these dudes are starting to build a lot of momentum. I can't build no damn momentum because I don't have no hot storylines right now. And where the fuck is MJF?
I think
he's coming
I
back.
think he might be in the doghouse. Who knows? Or gave him some extra time off.
I just
I
find
don't
it
know.
so funny. They keep that on the wraps, but everything else is just coming all out in the open. But when it comes to MJF, it's a top secret.
I think I think there's something else going on with that. Like
Well, I think also they're saving a big angle for the fall because that's when football comes back, and when football comes back, everybody gets their shit pushed in.
Well,
So
I think by that time it's too late, especially when it comes to that MGF storyline with that nuclear pipe bomb, nuclear bomb, whatever.
no, he's coming back soon because Punk's going to turn heel. So we'll probably see him at All Out.
Okay, now if Punk was to come back as a heel, which I won't even give a fuck right now. I would
I've
say
been
this.
done. I've been done with Punk, man. I'm so
I would
tired.
say this. I got a solution because a lot of motherfuckers want to talk their shit but don't want to have a solution or what may have you. Especially when it came to that total debacle of a match that we had on Dynamite. If this dude Punk is
I
gonna
don't
come
see
back
how it
as
was
a
a
heel,
debacle.
if
I
Punk
I
was
say
don't
gonna
see.
come back, hold on. If Punk was to come back as a heel, I would have him, start shitting on the fans, basically telling the fans like, "Yo, 1 minute y'all was sharing me, but y'all started turning on me and started cheering for Moxley. Y'all see me in pain, and y'all forgot all about me when my foot got broke. Y'all started cheering on Moxley. This is my show. Just let CM Punk fuck it. If y'all already halfway with him, just go all the way with him. Just let him just do him. Let him tell the fans how we really feel
the
and how
hell
he
with
thinks
that.
AEW
Put
should be his
Bro,
show, and
bro,
why he
just
put
thinks
like
the
him
I
fans
said,
turned on him.
the
bro,
hell
just
with
like I
that.
said
He
earlier.
needs
Like
he
you,
needs to
you
go
said
all the way
earlier,
back to the undercard, and he needs to
you,
earn
you
his
you
keep.
said a couple of moments ago it was a debacle, bro. Like this was Raw every week in '99, bro. I don't see how what that happened on Wednesday was a debacle. Top guys would have like 3 minute matches all the time, and the fans ate it up.
My dude,
It
that
was
wasn't a 3 minute match. That shit was like a 50-second
No,
match.
it was 2 minutes and 59 seconds. It was basically 3 minutes, and that was Raw every week in
All right,
99, 2000, and the
I'm talking
fans
about
ate
when
it
it
up.
comes to the action.
The
Like
same
what
thing.
action? How much? No, you can't count them dudes just standing there looking at each other or kissing each other with a headlock. That don't
Bro,
count.
when Raw was at its hottest, it had matches just like that, and the fans ate it up because it was unpredictable, and we got it every week. And here we get it one time, and people freak out. This is what I'm talking about. Y'all say y'all want the
And all
shit
right,
back.
well, first of all,
Bro,
let's really be real. I definitely didn't ask for a match like that. Matter of fact, I
Okay,
didn't even want that match to even happen on Dynamite, let alone the middle of the show.
look, I'm fix it for you. What's the point of having an interim champion when you're gonna have the main champion get squashed in three
because
fucking
TK
minutes?
because TK is a UFC mark, and that's the problem. I was talking about that with John. Listen, I don't follow UFC. If you like UFC, more power
I,
to you.
I
I'm
like
you
UFC, but I lost track of that.
right. I don't fuck with UFC. I'm not even going to pretend like I know about mixed martial arts. TK is really good friends with Dana White. The whole intern thing, it works in UFC, but as someone who doesn't know shit about UFC, I imagine the intern shit works because they fight for real. And when you have people fighting for real, people are more likely to get hurt and people are likely to be hurt for longer periods of time. So just because the intern shit works for UFC doesn't necessarily mean it works for pro wrestling, in my opinion. So when Punk got hurt, Punk was like, yo, I can't, I'm going to be gone for a while. Always, if you're a promoter, my number one rule is if you're a promoter, listen to the wrestler because the wrestler knows their body than you do. If a wrestler feels like I'm going to need about maybe 5 months, it's probably going to be about 7 months. If a wrestler says I'm going to need about 2 months, they probably need 4 months. So Punk said, yo, I don't want this. I want to strip the belt. TK insisted on keeping the belt on Punk and said, let me introduce this intern thing. And to me, it just doesn't work. No other company has ever done intern shit. WCW doesn't do it. WWE doesn't do it. Even TNA doesn't do it. But he just persists on doing it. And I feel like the reason why TK does is because, one, he's a UFC mark. And two, if you remember, when AEW first started, like in the very beginning, like in the corporate launch for TNT, they did say that AEW would have, and I quote, sports-like elements. And people was like, what does that mean? Like they never really were specific on the sports-like elements, right? I guess this is one of those things, but to me, it's just weird, right? Like you take Thunder Rosa, for example. Thunder Rosa's crying because she has to forfeit the belt, but she's not forfeiting the belt because they're doing another intern women's
interim storyline. Exactly.
So she's still the champion. So it's like, so even though she's still the champion, Thunder Rosa is a wrestler. So wrestling 101 is that in professional wrestling, if you are a champion and you're injured, what happens 100% of the time? You drop the belt. So she's thinking in her head, I'm dropping the belt because that's just what any wrestler would think. But she's not dropping the belt. She's just simply stepping aside. But to me, it's just weird.
Speaking of Thunder Rosa, speaking of her, I heard that she couldn't feel her legs. I hope that's not true.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good at all.
I really hope that's not true, because, a person like myself that has back problems, man, I could only imagine, man. Like, that really sucks. And I really hope she gets better because, back problems ain't no joke, man. But you also got to think of this. Look at all the people or females that shit hurt along the way. Can this be karma?
I guess. I know that Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter, they got beat with her. So.
And I never heard, and even females before them, and I never heard of a story about her apologizing to anybody. I never heard one time Thunder Rosa apologize to anybody.
Because they don't know how to act like professionals. That's the only thing. That they don't know how to act like professionals. No one taught them the business. Remember, a lot of these are a bunch of independent people. They don't respect the art of wrestling. They just dare to make money. They're gonna have their freaking fan favorites because
don't forget about the Twitter followings and the likes, and can't forget about social media.
There's no punishment or repercussions for independent wrestlers. So this is their first time in the spotlight. They don't know how to act. Whereas when you're in the WWE, I know it sounds like I'm a WWE mark, what it is. But one thing that I did see that was done a lot was they had coaches like Al Snow. He'll work with them and he was like, do you guys know about this, and this, how to work the show? There's unwritten laws to wrestling where if you do this to me when I'm in the match with you, I might tag you for real. That don't go on in AEW.
And WWE has their shit too. What it is with WWE is that WWE is just such a shit show in general that it's just dismissed. Whereas in AEW, people just obsess over it. Like the shit with Charlotte, and she threw the belt, like the whole shit with her and Becky, when they were throwing the belt on the ground, like that was all over. Actually, a lot of stuff with Charlotte, when her and Nia Jax were tagging each other in the ring, that was also pretty bad. Becky and really most of it is Charlotte. It's mostly Charlotte. No one likes her. No, I had to stop myself with Charlotte. Too bad Snuggles isn't here. so he could defend his. Well, I forgot you like Charlotte too, but anyway.
No, I like Charlotte, but she is a fucking diva when she's in character. Outside of the ring, she's a sweetheart. But when she becomes the queen, she really thinks that shit. Like she's the queen and you need to bow down to her. Like honestly, when I hear these wrestlers talk, that ain't no character. That's them really thinking that shit.
Yeah, pretty much. Yep. I'm not sure if Sandman dropped or not. Maybe he'll come back.
Oh man.
Oh, okay, Sandman said, keep cooking. Yeah. I saw a little bit of SmackDown. It was just kind of background TV. There was a beatdown at the end. Roman and the Bloodline and Sammy beat up Roman. They beat up Drew pretty bad. Outside of that, there was a promo with Sheamus and Walter or Gunter. I don't really remember anything else. Everything else was just kind of there. It was just kind of a so-so show.
They did some cards matchup. So apparently, Kaiser Bread is going against Butch next week. I forgot the other thing. They're really dragging this Sami Zayn and the Bloodline thing. I think they're trying to build Sami Zayn as the next babyface to just take off.
And he deserves it.
I think that is going to happen. Like, you know what? It might accumulate at Clash at the Castle. I guarantee something's going to happen. They're going to try to blame Sami Zayn for it. And in all time, if you really look at it, it was just Drew McIntyre got the best of them.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like, basically, if this dude, okay, is Roman Reigns gonna put both of the belts on the line at Clash of the Castle?
It looks like it. We could be wrong, but
damn. See, this is the thing, right? Like that, they should have been built a storyline where Drew only gets one of those straps. That's what they fucked up with, man. Like, because I really don't see Drew beating him for both of those straps. I don't see it. I really don't.
It's easy. All he's got to do is just beat him, and then he just gives one of them up. All you can say is, "I don't want this. This is WWE." It's not that out of disbelief that he would do that.
And see, all right, even if he was to do something like that, right? How would Sami Zayn go about that, or how would they fit Sami Zayn within that storyline? Like, how would they blame him? It's like, oh, there's a reason.
I think what's going to happen is I think Sammy is going to screw over Roman, and that's how Roman will lose. Because the story is that, Owens is like, just at some point, Owens and Zayn are going to beat the Usos for the titles. But there's not enough time for that because SmackDown is already being filmed now because, they're going to be in the UK next week. So they got to do the double taping. And the SmackDown show ended with the Bloodline beating Drew. So we're not going to see them next week. So that's it. So what we saw, like the Bloodline standing tall over Drew, like that was basically the go home segment to the match. So, and usually in WWE, whoever stands tall before the pay-per-view, they lose. So I'm about 99% confident that Drew's beating Roman. But what I think is going to happen is I think that it'll be some situation, where, Drew has Roman dead to rights, ref bump, here comes Jimmy, here comes Jay, Drew takes them out, then Roman hits a spear, here comes Sammy. Sammy's supposed to do something to help Roman, but there's a miscommunication occurs. And instead of helping Roman, he indirectly helps Drew, if that makes sense. And then that cost Roman the match. And then after that, they beat down Sammy.
I know what you mean. Like, basically, this dude, Sami Zayn, will try to hit Drew McIntyre with one of the belts, and he ends up hitting Roman Reigns with the belt by
Yeah,
accident.
or he'll try to go for his haluva kick and like he'll go for Drew, but then Drew will pull Roman at the last
That
second.
would be more
Something like
creative.
yeah,
Like
something like
actually,
that.
that would be more creative instead of him going for the whole title
Right.
bump. I'd rather
Right.
Haluva kick.
Because the
Get
story
that move
is
over.
because the story is that the bloodline is using Sammy and Sammy hasn't figured it out yet. They're just stringing him along. They don't give a fuck about Sammy. Sammy
Right.
hasn't realized it. So what it will take is for the bloodline to just beat him up. But for that to happen, the bloodline would have to have a reason, a legitimate reason to beat up Sammy. And what other reason for it would be is if Roman lost. And that's
And
why Drew's going to.
here goes my bad. So go ahead. I thought you was done.
No, I was going to say that's why Drew is going to beat him, but Drew's going to beat Roman because Sammy is going to do something that's going to inadvertently cost Roman the match. So the Bloodline will beat him down. Either they'll beat him down and that's how they end the show, or they'll probably beat him down like the following SmackDown or something, and then that's how we get KO and Zayn, against the Usos later down the road. Probably Survivor
All
Series or
right.
something.
I definitely hear that. That definitely sounds good. But what made it look better if
Mm-hmm.
had this dude Kevin Owens backstage, telling this dude Sami Zayn about himself, telling him like, "Oh, what are you doing with the bloodline?" and they're using you, and having Sami Zayn saying, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about," yada yada yada. Give them that heat, with the conversation or the argument. Really have them argue, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Build it up some more. I
Mm-hmm.
think them not interacting with each other when it comes to promos, mainly backstage promos, it's a misfire.
Well, here's the thing: they're not on the same show.
Oh, please! Are you serious?
Well,
How
Triple
much
H is
time these motherfuckers? How much time
well,
these motherfuckers forgot about the damn brand split? Please.
Well, I don't know. We're in uncharted territory because we don't know how seriously Triple H cares about it. There was reports initially.
Oh, come on!
What I
You're
was
not
gonna
gonna.
say was what I was gonna say was there was reports initially of a draft, but those reports have been pulled. So as far as I know, there won't be a draft anytime soon.
It
So
needs. And you know what? Triple H is smart for that. He's smart for that because he needs to work with what he got right now. And especially for the most part, no more surprise, entrances or whatever. You good. You got Gargano, you got Cross, you know what I'm saying? If anything, if anybody's gonna make it a surprise appearance, it should be Sasha Banks and motherfucking Naomi. They should be the next and only surprise appearance when that whole tournament is done. And he should cook with that roster he got from right there because he don't need nobody else. And I will build that female division around Toxic Attraction and Bianca Belair and Naomi and motherfucking Io Sky and Dakota Kai. I would have those three teams running that division. It's really not hard.
mm-hmm. You get the right idea. I would also like to say too. I forgot to mention him. I know you're a bigger fan of him than I am, but they keep doing this stuff with carrying Cross. I've talked about him before. I just think he's boring. I know you like him. He's boring to me. But the
Do you
point
see
is,
that video I posted?
yeah, I saw.
That
Triple H
dude
is
is
very high.
talented. He's talented, man.
Triple H is high on him, and they keep doing these vignettes every week, and he's a heel. They're not doing heel versus heel. Like, so what they're doing is they're building him up so that after Drew wins, that's going to be his next opponent. Because you can't do Cross versus Roman. So that's even more of a reason why I'm telling you Roman's going to lose. So this will be a test for Roman too, because now he's going to finally have to show some adversity. Because for 2 years the dude just doesn't give a fuck. You know, that's my main issue with this tribal chief.
No, it wasn't 2 years. I would say a year. I would say a year, not 2 years. Come on now, don't do that.
Well, for most of his opponents, he just seems like he doesn't care. So it'll be interesting to see him actually kind of be forced to care now. So,
Yeah, because you would say that the only time he cared was with main event Oops. Nah, B. He had other good matches too, like a Cesaro. Only
well,
thing that was some bullshit
I'm
is
not saying
that
he didn't have any good
Finn
matches.
Balor.
I'm not
That
saying
damn
he didn't
Finn
have good
Balor
matches.
match.
What I'm saying is that storyline wise, he doesn't sell. Like you're supposed to invoke emotion. Like you're a heel, be scared, show fear, show intimidation. Like he's very stoic. He doesn't give a fuck most times. So it's
He's
like
a monster heel. He ain't supposed
he's
to
not.
be
No,
scared.
he's not a monster heel because he cheats.
he's not. I want to say he's a
heel.
monster heel. He's not a monster heel. He's not that type to like an Undertaker or whatever. He's not that type.
As a
He's
heel, his character is inconsistent because for every like three
Here we
matches,
go.
because for every 3 opponents he beats straight up, there's 3 other opponents where he has to cheat, and it's like, dude, make it make sense. Choose what kind of heel you're going to be and stick with it. Are you going to be a chicken shit heel? Are you going to be a monster heel? Are you going to be a I need help to win heel?
He's gonna be a heel champion that does what it takes to win. Like, let's really be real.
And
I love that mixture
look
because
at it.
you either, for the most part, you had that chicken shit heel, and then when it came to TNA, you had a dude like Bobby Lashley that was the dominant heel. We need that mixture. There's not a lot of mixture of that heel champion.
Well, to me, he's just inconsistent as a character.
Honestly,
What you gonna
to
say,
me,
Scott? Go ahead, Scott.
wrestling is always better when the heel is the champion. It's all about the chase. It's all about this motherfucker. When Triple H reigned of terror for 3 years with the World Heavyweight title, I used to tune into Monday Night Raw just to listen to JR call him a son of a bitch and looking to see will somebody finally dethrone him. And
No.
they play with my emotions
A
all the time.
sanctimonious
Yeah, but you see,
son of a bitch.
the thing though is Triple H actually did have emotion though. He did sell fear. You could tell he was afraid of Batista. You could tell he was afraid of Orton's potential. You could tell that.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Like basically, him being afraid of the opposition.
Right. Like I'll give you an example. Right after, like a good example. Okay, Hollywood Rock. Right after WrestleMania, after he beat Austin, he's in the ring cutting the promo. Says he's done it all. He's done everything there is to do. He's leaving. Here comes Goldberg. Goldberg makes his debut. Rock's pacing back and forth. He's nervous. He's sweating. Though Rock was always sweating, but that's beyond the point. Goldberg's like, "You want to know what's next? You're next." And he spears him. Just simple stuff like that. Like you can be a heel and you can still show fear. Hollywood Hogan was one of the most dominant heels ever, and he showed fear. Roman just acts like he's fucking sleeping history class most weeks, bro. He's just sitting there.
Because there's no one there that's believable that he'll look at. He'll be like, "Oh shit, I really need to be worried about this motherfucker." Come on, you don't call yourself.
That's also.
He doesn't.
He does that with Brock Lesnar, so he does do that with Brock Lesnar.
He doesn't show fear because he's got no charisma. That's why. It's because he sucks. That's why.
Roman got charisma.
When he's just booked to just be a monster badass, then yeah, that's where the money is. But like when he's forced to be anything other than that, he's boring. He's dull. That's always been my issue with Roman. Stop trying to book him as something he's not.
He's supposed to be scared of 185 Irish person who puts face paint on him. I'm sorry.
No, but if Killer Cross is supposed to be this,
they ruined the demon. They really ruined the demon.
I don't care about Finn Balor, but if Killer Cross is supposed to be this dominant heel, then why is it Roman's looking like he's about to fall asleep in the ring? I mean, if you don't give a fuck, then why should I?
Because he's like, what the fuck is this about? He's like,
no, I'm not gonna lie. Tope got a point with that. Like, I would say, all right, him not being scared of this dude, cool. But when Scarlett laid down that hourglass, he should have showed some concern. It was
It's
warranted for some concern.
it's hard to do that when you held the title for 603 days. Like you
Again, though,
said, what?
even Hogan did it, though. Even Hogan
Yeah,
did that.
yeah, but his gimmick was not God mode. Right now, they just said Roman is on God mode. When it
Ooh.
comes to the match, he probably do feel like no one can beat him. There's no
Yo, you
one
know
that can
what?
beat him to a straight.
Scott might have a point. Think of
There's
that,
no one
so
that can beat him to a straight up match. Nobody.
Scott may have
That's
a
just,
point.
and
Because
that's just
him saying
lazy
about
booking.
God mode, because if you feel like you're a God, you're gonna feel like you're untouchable. Maybe that's part of the storyline. Maybe
Bro,
he's waiting for somebody to put a chink in that armor, and maybe he will humble himself afterwards. Who knows?
bro,
There's
Miro is the redeemer. He doesn't even have a belt. And he's convinced that God talks to him, and he at least shows emotion. As a matter of fact, Miro's fucking hilarious. I get, I just want Roman to make me feel something. He's been champion for like 600 days, and I
Pause.
felt
no,
nothing.
no. There's a difference between someone that has faith in God and someone who thinks they're God. They're not gonna have the same personality.
Well,
Rusev is
someone who thinks they're God, just so we're talking, is really boring on TV. Just so we should know.
Well, no, Steve, that's the thing. Roman Reigns, he doesn't think he's God. He think he is a God. He doesn't think he's a top God. Because even he said in a promo that God wakes him up every day. Yeah,
Yeah, I got nothing for that.
I think
This bunch of
I think
shit's
the
exactly.
boring.
only I
I
think
can't
the
wait for
only
Drew to beat
time
him.
I think the only time he's gonna freak out if he don't lose this title is the one thing that's gonna hit him the most.
Y'all
Family's
do
gonna
hear me, right?
confront him.
Y'all can't hear me. I'm not crackled or nothing.
No, we
No,
can hear
I
you good.
think I think
Okay,
family's
cool.
gonna confront him. If they really trying to push this thing out to Roman Reigns versus The Rock, that'll be the only person that he'll probably fear because that's his cousin. Everybody, he's the man of the table. But then the story is, but you're not the great one. You're not The Rock. I left for Hollywood, and this is what you did to the family. You brought shame to the family.
That would have been really
And
interesting to
and
just
Toph made
show
a good
there.
point. Toph made a good point. I think a couple of shows ago, pertaining to Rock and this dude Roman Reigns. They don't need the belt
No,
for
they
that
don't.
match. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe if it was a case, push come to shove, it should only be one belt on the line, and if The Rock was to you know dethrone Roman Reigns, he should just retire that belt. And once he retire that particular belt, they should come with a new belt, and that's it. That this belt should be the end all be all until another
Honestly,
4 years.
I don't even know who to put the title on no more. There's so much shit going on, and then I'm hearing that right now WWE is in talks with Bray Wyatt. I don't know who the fuck to put the title on. If I was a
Yeah, fuck
booker, I would
Bray.
lose my mind.
This boring ass.
Oh my god, you ain't gonna talk about my boy like that.
Y'all heard
God,
B's on his way back. I heard. I
I don't
heard
give
him.
two shits about Bray. Y'all can mark out over that.
You
I
know
ain't
what?
gonna mark out, but
He's
I
very
love me
creative.
I love me some Bray Wyatt,
Yeah, he's
but I
very
don't
creative
want
at finding ways to job.
I don't want the no,
That
that was Vince. Vince
was
fucked a
Vince.
lot of
Yeah,
things
let's really
bad.
be real. So
It got
Vince
to the
was the
point.
booker.
It got to the point that they said Bray Wyatt wasn't even into wrestling no more because of how he fucked with him. Let Bray Wyatt come back as the Swamp God. That was my favorite version of Bray Wyatt. It's just something about him looking raggedy, like he got out of bed and ain't comb his hair. He
Like
ain't
a cult
fixed that.
leader.
He ain't fixed that
my
beard. But what?
prediction, my prediction is that he's Plan B. If they can't get The Rock, which they won't. So you can expect Roman and Bray, even though God, that sounds like I would rather do drugs than watch that fucking match. But that's
Yeah,
my
yeah.
that's my plan
Bray,
B prediction for WrestleMania.
Bray as a babyface, ew. Even though he has a cult lead, but he
Yeah,
would
I don't
have to
Y'all
like
be
see
Bray
one of
that
the.
because
comment? Y'all see that comment right there?
yeah, well, Drew's not anyone. He's the chosen one, you know, or was
Can
is
y'all see the belt?
what belt?
I mean, not belt. Excuse me. Can y'all see the comment?
Yeah, we can see it. Yeah, I was reading
Okay,
what
okay.
Funnel said. Yeah. You know, I mean, there's a
The
story
Roman
with
needs
Drew.
a
And Drew
belt to
Drew's not
debut.
just some random person. There's a story there. So
Maybe
Hmm.
they saving it for Riddle,
that'd be nice.
but Riddle and Roman Reigns don't get along. They won't work together.
Yeah, Roman's got an ego.
And like, most likely, do you think that they building Riddle for that big WrestleMania title win? Because
It,
the feud with him and this dude right here, Seth Rollins, is red hot.
I don't know. Uh, or they can't do Cody. They can't do Cody Rollins #4. I'm sorry. Honestly, I think Rollins needs this win more than anybody. He hasn't won a
The
match in
reason
over a month.
the reason why I say this is because they building up Matt Riddle a lot. And for him to not even, be nowhere near WrestleMania will be all for nothing, because
Well,
why even start building him now? And, like, God forbid he gets injured. Why do all that building up now? And when it comes to WrestleMania season, Matt Riddle's nowhere around.
they'll figure it out. He'll probably win the Royal Rumble if anything. And at
And
that
that's what
time,
I love. And that's what I love is that, WWE,
oh my
They
God,
bring they building some,
oh my,
they building some actual candidates to win the Royal Rumble. You
oh
got
my
Cody
gosh,
Rhodes, you got Matt Riddle. You know what I'm saying? Who else do you think so far right now could win the Royal Rumble? We
I
could
got the
fuck
worst
around and
thing.
get Big E coming back. Who knows? Big E could
No,
come back in the Royal Rumble next year.
Big E, Big E's thinking
From what
about
I heard, Big
retiring.
E's done, bro.
They,
He's
they
done.
said the same thing about Chris Benoit and Edge.
Yeah, but Big
Chris,
E's a lot heavier though. That's the thing.
yeah, and
He's got more muscle mass.
Big E also said if he don't ever wrestle again, he's okay.
Hmm
He's okay with it.
And that's really
I,
Um,
sad,
I
man.
was
I
always,
hope I hope that's not the fact.
what always made me paranoid about Big E was I hated that spear in between the middle ropes. That's every time he did that, he was like tempting fate.
But that wasn't the one that did him in. Is this the suplex from Ridge Holland?
Yeah,
and
he
he
should
had,
have never
That's
have
the
done. He should have
and
never have
Ridge,
done that move outside the outside. Some moves are too dangerous to do outside the ring. I don't know why he
Ridge
did that.
Ridge
Holland has
Holland
no
should have
business.
never been called up. Ridge Holland
He
got called up way too soon from NXT 2.0.
and he has no business in the ring. Ridge has no business in the ring. Um, oh my God, I thought about the worst thing possible. We
What?
could possibly we could possibly have a Riddle versus Theory WrestleMania. Ew.
Why? Why? Because you just don't. Yo, come on, man. Like, where you at? You at the drag race?
No, this is New York, man. You know they gotta pick up the trash on Friday.
I'm nobody trying
Yo,
to hear all
Scott.
that shit.
Yo, shout outs to Scotty. That's like the beginning of like every horror movie. Those sound effects.
What, the Theory?
You know, just a random
No,
background noise,
yeah,
and
just
Oh
like
forget
yeah,
it.
in
yeah.
some big city
Hey,
like Chicago or New York or something.
hey, hey, as long as y'all don't hear gunshots, y'all good. But if y'all hear a little chicken in the background, caw, caw, I mean, that's New York for you. I'm surprised a
You
crackhead. I'm
definitely don't
surprised.
hear no chickens in the background of New York. I don't know what the
I,
hell this dude is talking about.
yes, the fuck you do. You be in the
Where
Bronx
you
hearing
at?
things.
Upstate New York? Ain't no
No,
damn in the Bronx.
right on, right on Franklin Avenue and 169th. The them damn fucking roosters owned by the by the Puerto Ricans and the Dominicans. They be cockadoodling at 6 in the morning.
What?
They yes,
When they had, wait, wait, hold on. You know, that's my old hood over there. When they had fucking roosters over there, what the fuck?
yeah, right on Franklin Avenue.
You know, that's my
Right,
old hood.
yeah, like I always see them chickens out there. I had to dodge one when I was walking to my car going to work.
Damn, you dodging chickens.
Them roosters are ruthless. But oh my gosh, we
We
might
got
have a
fucking. Go ahead, Scott. This
we
is Scott
we
about
might have we might have Theory headlining WrestleMania, and that's horrible.
No, it's not, man.
He's,
He's
Yes,
from
it
Atlanta.
is.
he's not headlining WrestleMania. No.
Triple H said he still got faith in him. What's wrong with you, Trips?
Because this dude is a heat magnet.
I don't know about all that.
No, he ain't no heat magnet. He's just fucking corny.
Yeah.
We got this dude, Tony Khan, over here. Like, I don't know what he's waiting for. Say something, motherfucker.
Hey guys, hold on.
Oh shit, we got the robot version of Tony Khan.
He said, "Say something," not
Yeah.
the remix.
Oh, I'm gonna get Triple H. You know, he's tampering with the AEW contracts. I'm gonna get that guy, Ego H.
That's funny.
Ego
I
H.
find
What are
that
you guys
funny.
doing?
I find that funny. He must know Tony Khan
Yeah.
ain't got no lawyers. That's why he does it.
We talking about? I got the best lawyers in town. I got Dewey,
That don't
Cheatham,
mean-
and Howe.
He probably got the best coke in town too.
I swear to
Yeah,
God,
right.
I think Tony Khan does a line of coke before he books his matches.
Allegedly,
What?
though, allegedly.
Well, you know, Big Swole said that he had all the good weed. So
Oh,
I
No,
do
he
a
don't
line
act
of
like
coke and a shot of heroin.
he don't
So-
act like he smoked weed.
so is Darby Allin trying to
And
kill
I cheat.
himself? He's doing stunts in his truck, jumping over his house and shit.
oh yeah, he's auditioning for Jackass.
He's trying to kill himself.
Shit, he's auditioning for Dead Ass.
Like you
Deadass.
jumping you in a '92 Bronco, you jumping over your house like Darby.
Bomb!
What is it?
And that dude is never gonna win any heavyweight championship anywhere. Like on some real shit. Let's really be real, right?
Hey,
I
you
don't
gonna
know why
stop
the
yelling at
fuck
my
they got.
cat?
Why the fuck they got Darby Allin? You know, getting all these wins, but they know damn well it's not gonna mean anything in the grand scheme of things.
I don't
Darby
know about
Allin
all
is
that, man. If
he
Jeff Hardy
is
could be
a
a world champ,
fucking
He gonna be world
if
champion.
Jeff Hardy could
Jeff
beat
Hardy's
He's an
Jeff
idiot.
Hardy's better than Darby Allin.
I don't
He's
see
better
a
than Darby.
difference. They're both crazy as fuck, bro.
You know why? You know what difference I see? Jeff Hardy at least got more weight to him. Darby Allin looks like a fucking teenager.
Bro,
Yeah,
Rey Mysterio was world champ. Come on.
doing the coffin drop. No, at least Rey Mysterio was swole. Darby Allin
Exactly.
thick as
Darby
bone.
Allin. Come on, B. Darby Allin. Man, look.
Bro, you rock with Adam Cole. Adam Cole's smaller than Darby.
And Adam Cole will wash up Darby.
He's
Not this
smaller
new Adam
though.
Cole.
Gargano's smaller than Darby.
And Gargano will wash up Darby.
Hey, you ain't
It'll be
gonna
a
talk
good
about
match.
Johnny wrestling.
That'll be a real good match. I would love this Darby and Gargano match. But any money bet, Mr. Wrestling will wash him up.
Hey,
Yeah.
Darby's more marketable than any of them though. That's why they say never say never.
I
Shit,
just wanna beat the guy.
Gargano's segment alone, let's talk about it. Gargano's segment alone, 5.5.
The hell you talking about?
5.5.
What? That he
It's so-
super kicked? That he super kicked freaking Theory?
Theory, he broke in 4.0 of that spectrum on that segment. So,
Oh, give me a fucking break.
Atlanta, right now.
I just want to apologize to Gargano. He was going to sign. I just want to apologize. I was going to sign Gargano, but I forgot. The pizza restaurant fucking sucked. The pizza was shitty, and he decided to sign with us.
Yo,
Mhm.
I think this dude, Tony Khan, is broke.
It's trash. No, Daddy's got money.
Now, where you
You guys
at
all
though?
pumped up for
The
All Out?
connection is a little poor.
Yeah,
So-
I
so
don't have
what's ne-
Wi-Fi here at my house.
Tony Khan
So-
pours
So
What's
what's
that?
next for Moxley?
cocaine into his cereal. Oh, well, we got to figure that out on Wednesday, I suppose.
And did anybody see Jay
that's
Cargill's
place.
garbage promo today? Did anybody see her garbage promo?
No, because we're doing the show live. I got to go back and watch Rampage.
Oh,
Who cut a promo?
Jay Cargill.
Oh, jeez.
Yo, my dude, why you so damn? This dude, he just love bashing Jay Cargill.
No,
My God.
because I saw so much potential in her until I really stopped saying, "Hey, you know what? Let me not look at Jade for her sexy looks, but look at her
Yeah.
her wrestling." And I see
You
it's
a
just
pervert,
bad.
yo. You a pervert.
Come on now, you don't think Jade is sexy? She could be
It's
Storm
a
and
hey,
X-Men.
look, it's a lot of females in wrestling that's sexy. That doesn't
Nah.
automatically
Not
mean they
all.
a star.
Not all.
I did not say all of them. I said a lot of them. I didn't say
No,
all.
not all of them are sexy. You got Oscar, you got a little bit of Bailey, you got Jade, Red Velvet starting to grow on me, but she's kind of in a cute way.
Yeah.
Who else?
Nyla
Help me
Rose.
out.
Nyla Rose, ha ha ha, the beast.
Oh, I'm about to fucking block. You lucky we can't mute the you lucky we can't mute
Please.
the host.
No, you can't. So deal with it. Get the fuck out of here.
You almost caught me. I was about to say something. I was like, wait a minute.
Say what you want, motherfucker.
No. I had to picture who that was, and if I would have said something,
I'm sorry, man. That's so fucked up. I have a thing for messed up sense of humor. I'm still laughing at that dude. The only person ever that got kicked out of the AEW show, that one dude with the sign that said the guy next to me is Nyla Rose's dad.
oh
Oh
shit.
shit.
That was so fucked up.
What? Damn. So Sony Khan, go ahead, man. The fuck? Say something.
Yeah. Now I'm all pumped up for All Out in Chicago. CM Punk, he's
Damn. Hold on, yo, Tony Khan, you gotta go to a different part of the arena, yo. Like,
No, I knew what I was about to say.
All right.
Oh, you better stop.
I'll try
you
to
better
call
stop
back in.
sleeping on my boy Jungle Boy.
all right. You said I better stop sleeping on Jungle Boy?
Yes.
Well, I told you from before, Jungle Boy, could he go in the ring? Yeah, he could go in the ring. Like he could put on a good match. But he's not a Jungle Boy. He's not.
It's the hair, bro.
It's the hair, man. Come on.
What do you mean it's the hair?
And the music.
He cut his hair?
No, it's just it's got the jungle hair. That's what it is.
That's it, right?
And
He can
the
come
music.
through with a leather jacket.
See now, if Christian, damn, it's too late because they already did this with Ortiz. I was gonna say Christian should cut his hair. That would be good heat. That'd be really good heat.
I think that would kill his whole character.
You know
Like,
who else should
Jungle
get their
Boy's
haircut?
trash.
You know who else should get their haircut? Roman. Roman should get his haircut.
Ew. No. I can't.
Why should he get his haircut?
No.
I just think it would fit him better.
Nah, you seen his forehead? Nah, bro.
I didn't focus on the forehead either, but
That's
okay.
that's almost as bad as when Braun Strowman went bald.
Yeah, actually, Braun
I
Strowman
remember
looks.
that.
That bald head fits him. That's what I think. The bald head fits him. He looks more
I'm
menacing.
a couple of years late, but I just noticed. One thing that's weird about Alexa Bliss, her nose is like really keen. It's very pointy. It's kind of discomforting. I never noticed that recently. Don't know why.
Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button if y'all will fuck. I'm about to say Alundra Blaze. Hit that like button if y'all will fuck Alexa Bliss.
Yo, one of my friends from high school had like the biggest crush on Alondra Blaze, and I was like, "Really?" And he was like,
I ain't gonna lie. I thought Bo Nakano was sexy.
"Yeah."
Bull Nakano, who is that?
Oh my god,
Who's
Scott.
Bo Nakano?
Bro.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
No, y'all ain't talk about that big fat bitch in the '90s in WWE.
The one that had beef with Alundra Blaze.
That big girl? No, come on, bro.
She wasn't big. Come
nah,
on.
she wasn't big, bro. That was the attire she was wearing.
You probably talking
Come
about
on.
Bertha Faye.
Yeah.
Whatever. But if that's the case, you might as well just get with Nia Jax. At least she's pretty in the face.
Oh yeah, Nia Jax is pretty too. I'm not saying she's not.
Shoot, I put on a hard hat, my combat boots, and go to work. Like,
Oh shit.
I just don't like it when chicks have that Pornhub look. To me, Carmella has the Pornhub look. That's a no for me.
man,
What
I
the hell
can't
is a
tell.
Pornhub look?
She
You
just
know,
looks
like
a
you've seen
porn
the photos.
star.
You've seen the photos before, right? Like like those before and after photos, like what the porn stars look before they have their makeup, and then what they look like after they have their makeup. It's like
Like she
most
she
porns.
put in a lot of mayonnaise on her face.
Right. Like most of the
All
porn
that plastic
stars.
surgery.
Right. It's like most porn stars are like unrecognizable without their makeup. In comparison to like just a regular chick. That's what Carmella has for me. Like she actually looked. I mean, she was cute when I saw her in NXT. Like look at a picture of her like in like 2015, and look at her now. It's just Botox out the ass. Just very very makeup. I don't like that.
That reminds me of this bitch. What the fuck is her name again? Dana Brooke.
Yeah, she's another one.
Dana Brooke don't look nothing like how she used to look.
It's that plastic surgery.
Her, Charlotte, Carmella,
Natalia.
Natalia. There's another one. That's why Serena Deeb. I said it before. That's why Serena Deeb looks so strange because she was natural, and then they made her get all that stuff. And then when she left WWE, she got it reversed, and that's why her chest is so weird looking because of that. Because she got breast implants.
Hey, elective surgery. That should be a new stable. Like how they have PMS.
Oh shit. Who was in that stable of PMS?
Jacqueline, Meat, and Ivory. Was that it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Was it Ivory? Yeah, it was Ivory. Yeah, you got it right.
I still got that theme in my head. It was like don't.
No, it was
Marlena.
Marlena. There you go.
Right, Marlena.
Actually, I thought she was hotter than Sunny. Goldust had the hottest wife in the industry.
Yeah, Marlena was bad as fuck at that time.
She was smoking real cigarettes too. That was crazy, unheard of.
That was cigars. That wasn't cigarettes. That was cigar.
Yeah,
Wasn't the Giant smoking in WCW for a bit too?
He was smoking cigarettes. Yeah,
and Dennis Rodman.
Right.
Cigars.
One of my What? Yeah, I was gonna say that's one of my favorite Raw moments ever when R-Truth was smoking and the crowd chanted "That's illegal" because they were in UK.
That's illegal.
And
No,
what made
actually,
it look more badass because R-Truth had blood on his bottom lip and he was smoking a cigarette. That made it look more badass because he was
Yeah, Heel
bleeding
Truth.
out the mouth.
Yeah, Heel Truth was great. Heel Truth was
actually,
great.
my favorite was R-Truth and the Miz when they went rogue. Man,
Oh,
that was
the
dope.
Awesome
Yeah,
Truth.
that was good.
The
Yeah, that
Awesome
was
Truth.
Yeah.
That's actually that name is very underrated. The Awesome
Mhm.
Truth.
I'm surprised they
It's
never ran
crazy.
it back. All these years, they never ran it back. They never did a reunion or something. I still think
Hey,
there's money for a Truth title run, even now.
yeah, because
I,
he's
al-
still in great
I
shape.
always wanted R-Truth as the champ.
Hmm.
He deserves it. He really does.
his dude.
Everybody likes
Paid his
him.
dues.
He had
Yeah,
real hill. He had real hill heat. It was on fire.
telling you, man.
Paid his dues. He should
Yo,
do.
yo, I hate playing these corny ass people on Madden. They run the same fucking play over and over.
But
Pretty
Nate,
much me
what's
when I
going
played
good.
on, B?
What's up, man? I heard Coke Boy was here. Tony Khan. You got more Coke?
Yeah, he was in a secluded area. We could barely hear
Yeah. Yeah, he was probably getting it from his dealer in Colombia. I think he's in Colombia.
him. Yeah, where he was at, it was poor connection.
Yeah. Yeah. Those Mexican mob bosses, he hangs out at El Idolo Andrade, mob guys.
He is so
Man.
wasted in AEW.
All right, okay. Now, can we really be real now? Like, I was fucking with him in NXT, yes. I was fucking with Andrade in NXT. But ever since he left NXT, let's really be real. This dude has been a complete bug. The main roster, AEW, he's been a complete bug. Even though I fuck with that whole Black Mask shit in AEW, from DC, like after a while, you gotta think like, okay, like maybe it's just you, sir.
To me, firstly, he's gained a lot of muscle. He was a lot leaner in NXT.
Yeah,
He's
right.
he's a lot like he's more buff now, which isn't bad. But it makes me wonder, like like he's still good, but there's just this crispness and there's this intensity that he had in the ring, that's just not present now. And I do think the muscle mass gain is because of that. And as far as like Andrade himself, it's not just him; it's Selena Vega too. To me,
Yeah, I was
Andrade
about to
and
say.
Selena, they both need each
Yeah.
other because without him,
Yeah.
she's not doing anything either. So to me, is what you
Bingo.
need is it was Andrade, it was Selena, and it was Triple H booking. It was the right people at the right place at the right time.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it worked in NXT. Because for everyone that's saying, "Oh, Andrade sucks in AEW," it's like, well, what's Selena Vega doing? She's not doing shit either. She needed him just as much as he needed her. She was the
Right.
mouthpiece, he was the worker, and Triple H was the booker. So that's how I look at it. It's like a deal, a double. In America, anyway. In America, I don't think he's going to get over by himself. Probably in Mexico and Japan, where it's just work rate, then that's different. But
Yeah,
I don't.
he don't get over out there either. Like,
Mm.
and there's mad belts out there. He don't have one of them.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, you gotta call a spade, or call a taco a taco. The fuck?
A taco, a taco.
I'm racist, damn it! Things up.
Hey, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this though. I'll take Andrade over Alberto Del Dipshit. So
Yeah, no, that's the thing. I'm not saying this dude Andrade is a bum. He's far from a bum. It's just that, promoters just don't see him as a draw. He doesn't bring nothing different to the table. Yeah. Okay, you're Spanish. That's all you got.
I do like the black mask though. That is cool.
Oh, somebody's roboting.
That's Tony Khan.
Oh man. Shit, but anyways, I'm about to shut down shop anyway. You know, hour
Yeah,
and
ain't
a
nobody
half
came
in.
on today.
It's all good. It's all good. You know, definitely a good show nonetheless.
You know what? It seems
And
like Friday people don't be home.
yeah, you can't say that because it's sometimes we do have our best shows on a Friday night.
I don't know. Maybe I'm still on that high of that 3 hour show we had.
Yeah, it
Well,
was cooking.
it'll be busy next week. You got a lot of pay-per-views or premium live events or whatever the fuck you call them. A lot of shows next weekend. So next weekend will be very busy.
Man, look, yo, there's our round table. You know, we all pulled up and it's all goody, you know what I'm saying? We all chopped up amongst each other. And I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all all came out, we all chopped it up, and it's all goody, man. Ain't no worries. But I think I may go live tomorrow too because there is a lot of topics out there. So if I don't go live tomorrow, I will definitely go live on Tuesday.
Already.
You already know the vibe. I'm off this. And next episode, we up to 50. 50 episodes of the Council Roundtable, B. Oh, man. 50 episodes in. And let us begin while I put my cock on that bitch chin. I'm just playing around. Peace up, motherfucker.